So like I mentioned, very positive day for the NSE today.
Thank you very much, Wole. Good afternoon. It's been a very positive day for the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The equities market has sustained the bull run that we witnessed last week. Indeed, the all-share index appreciated today by about 80.23 points, closing at 22,191 points. That is a positive development, considering the fact that this is the second week of the second half of the year, and yet the appreciation of the market has been sustained. This is very significant, and it's a pointer to what may happen throughout this half of the year.
But what about volumes, though? I think that's really an indicator of how strong the move is. If we see volumes increasing as well, then there is some support for the move. What do you think? What can you tell us about volumes?
Volume is increasing also, and value is also increasing. Although compared to last Friday, volume declined a little bit. I think we traded about 136 million shares today. But the value increased, to about 1.67 billion naira today, compared to last Friday when we had just about 1.62 billion. And so we have a market that is growing in terms of value, and it's not unlikely that the second quarter results effect is still rubbing on the market right now.
All right, what about Dangote Sugar? I'm hearing that stock was up today, and that's despite the news around the fire in their factory.
Yes, it takes a little time before the market reacts to such information. But I think the most important thing really is that Dangote Sugar is highly diversified, and we understand that the company operates from several locations, both within and outside the country. And so is likely that the effect of the fire may not materially affect the demand for that security right now, until perhaps more facts emerge as to the extent of damage done.
Yeah, interestingly, I was speaking to the CEO recently, and he just mentioned that, yes, indeed, about 30% of their capacity is impacted, but they're saying the impact is going to be on for just about a month, and of course they have enough reserves to supply the market, so it won't be as disruptive as some may think, and so perhaps the market is reading that as well. But okay, so in the light of this, and of course in the light of the bull run we're seeing for the market, which stocks are looking interesting for you right now today?
Yeah, Nigerian breweries has sustained his upsurge, getting about 3 naira 30 kobo today, and we also have 7-Up coming up. Apparently the interest now is focusing on the multinationals and stocks that are blue chips, because what I guess is we're having some hot money trickling into the system. Nigeria being one of the frontier markets, and considering what is happening in the other jurisdictions in the world, the European Central Bank has recently reduced the interest rate to about 0.75%. The Chinese, we understand, are also reducing the interest rate. And we also have the British government doing a form of quantitative easing. And so we're going to have a lot of money available to hedge funds and foreign investors that will trickle into the frontier markets. And so we have perhaps such funds already trickling into this market. And the kind of stocks that the foreign investors are familiar with appear to be the stocks that have been surging for the past 1 or 2 weeks in the market. Right. Nestle, which surged last week, cooled down a little bit today. People expected that it would touch the 500 naira mark today. But, well, it's still early in the week, and perhaps that the demand for that stock may still be revived to driving it to about 500 naira per share. All right. And so almost, yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that it seems they are focused on the big names. You just mentioned Nestle. Nigerian breweries, as we said today, was also up. But what impact would you say the naira, I mean, the strength we've seen in the naira over the last week is down to below 161 now. Really strong. I think there was a time people were thinking it was going to 165 to the dollar. And what impact would you say that is having on our markets today?
Yes, that is a very positive development. If the Naira is getting stronger, it indicates that foreign investors would wish to retain their investments, especially in the local financial assets. And so there will be no pressure, especially for equities, for them to exit equities, since the currency is already stabilizing. And
right.
Notwithstanding, therefore, that the fixed income market is still much more attractive, but yeah, the yields which we have in our market here is still very high compared to compared to the yields that are obtainable in the advanced markets. And so it is still an incentive for foreign investors to patronize equities, notwithstanding its lack of competitiveness in comparison to the local fixed income yields.
But of course, the fixed income market will continue to have a bearing on this market, but we'll see how things play out for the rest of the week. Hopefully, we'll see another rally this week. Thanks so much, David Adonri, General Manager at Lambeth Trust and Investment, giving us a perspective